Downtown Brevard is bustling. On a fall Friday, folks from all over come to take in the sights, shop, and eat.
They are loaves of pumpkin bread and they're done.
Business owners saying this is one of the busiest times of the year.
Fridays tend to be one of our busiest days, Saturdays as well. And I think just in general with leafers in town.
What looked to be a busy weekend inside the Cup and Saucer shattered with what owners found Friday morning.
We came here and just saw broken glass, broken doorways.
The Cup and Saucer is one of several businesses hit overnight. Brevard police say 8 businesses were vandalized, and there are no reports of anything stolen from inside. Business owners like Elizabeth Nelson say the crimes seem pretty random.
There's a brick on the ground, throw it through the window, move on to the next. Planter boxes were thrown through windows of businesses, so.
She estimates the damage will cost a couple $1,000s to repair, which she says is a big hit for small businesses. Police are also investigating similar vandalism at nearby galleries, restaurants, and wine shops. And any idea of a motive at this point?
Not at this time.
Brevard Police Chief Tom Jordan tells me they are looking into security camera footage in the downtown area that could help find the person who's responsible.
This is not what we normally see, but you know, we're on top of it, and we're gonna close this thing out hopefully very quickly.
For 4,126 people, this Greenville Swamp Rabbits game is just another game.
Come on, go, you gotta come through.
But the attendance
Happy Friday.
is 4,128. Those 2 extra are in section 116.
I can't wait to see his face when he sees a real game.
This feels like when I had season tickets to the Pittsburgh Penguins.
They're Hal Jones.
Have you never been to a hockey game?
And Robert Robinson.
Never have. This is my first one.
The latter seeing his first live hockey game.
Then we start talking hockey, and he explained it to him as well. I would like to go to a game.
Jones is a hockey veteran, a former player, and a lifelong fan.
All of them will tell you that you can't talk to me for about 10 minutes without hockey coming up.
But it's been almost 3 decades since Jones sat in the brisk air of an arena with a slab of ice in the center.
And the sounds and stuff are so much different than everything else.
Even though Jones has been there and done that, and Robinson is the first time.
It's all about him, and I just thank God for that.
The bone-chilling reality for Jones is that this could be his last game. He's in hospice care, each second alive, a gift that doctors told him 3 years ago he would never get thanks to heart troubles.
A lot of times I spend the whole day in bed or in my chair and just watch TV, and that can be very depressing. And you don't know what's next. I mean, my doctor told me point blank that I could be walking from the kitchen to my bedroom and just fall down, and that'd be the end of it.
6 players on the ice at all times?
5 and a goal.
And a goal.
5 and a goal.
Robinson volunteers with a local group that provides companionship to those staring at the light at the end of the tunnel.
It's hard to explain, but it's just a good feeling to be able to extend your love and understanding other people, and they receive it warmly and appreciate you.
Since they've been spending time together for nearly a year,
Whoa, that's a good hit.
obviously, hockey came up.
He didn't really have an understanding of the game.
So that guy that's backing down, that's the position you played?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Jones doesn't have any physical mementos from his own playing career, only war stories.
I had a stick broken over my head. I had probably more than a few concussions.
But what he does have is that innate toughness.
Hard fighter. He's there, man. Great guy.
That is only found in hockey players.
In hockey, you don't give up. It doesn't matter if you're down a goal, down 4 goals, or down 5 goals, that you don't quit. You don't give a game away.
Whoa.
Jones didn't let his icy reality keep him from making a new friend
Here it comes.
and passing on a love He hopes his simple presence at the rink will show others that when you find yourself down, it doesn't mean game over.
It doesn't have to end tomorrow. You can keep fighting. You can live your life. You can enjoy life. Talk to people. Don't be depressed. Look up. The sun still shines in the morning. He has some real nice moves.
What goes through your mind when you take those first steps on a hike? Is it about your pack?
My backpack was really too heavy.
The weather?
It's going to be a cold hike today. That was what was on my mind.
What about the folks that made the trail possible?
I guess I come at it pretty honestly. My dad was one of the very earliest supporters of the Mountains to the Sea Trail.
If the particular hike you're on happens to be on the Mountains to Sea Trail, there's a lot to contemplate.
So the Mountains to Sea Trail is a footpath that goes from Great Smoky Mountains National Park to Jockey's Ridge State Park on the Outer Banks.
It is more diverse than other trails like the Appalachian Trail.
It's diverse because it has to be. The trail is at times remote, sometimes within feet of the Blue Ridge Parkway, other times going through cities and towns, ultimately leading to Jockey's Ridge State Park in the Outer Banks.
Part of the goal was to connect both natural and scenic landscapes across the state, but also communities, towns, and cities.
Mountains to sea and everything in between.
So most people really get out and enjoy the MST as a community trail, within 10, 15, 30 miles of their house. But we are seeing more and more people tackle it as a long-distance thru-hiking trail.
At this time last year, Casey King was thru-hiking the trail with her partner.
So every day was a challenge, but also every day was kind of like miracles happened.
Kenneth Souther is currently thru-hiking the trail.
Beauty after beauty after beauty. It's like walking through an art gallery continuously. And I even love, now that I've come off the mountains, now I'm not familiar with road walking and stuff, and I thought, I had this expectation I might not enjoy this part, but actually I love it.
I knew that there were going to be challenges with the road hiking, and I thought maybe all of a sudden it was going to become less interesting. Like I was being judgmental, Western North Carolinian, thinking like we have all the natural beauty here, which is ridiculous.
And so I'm getting to know a part of this county that I'm from that I didn't even recognize as, I've never seen it.
Kenneth stopped in Elkin for practical reasons.
The trail actually passes through downtown Elkin, and I'm hungry, so I eat here in Elkin, so that's why I'm here in Elkin today.
And it's no accident that it passes through downtown. Just ask Bob Hillier.
Initially, the Mountains to Sea Trail did not come through Elkin, but being an unfunded mandate, the state trails people really didn't have much to say of it's going this way or that way, and we brought it through the middle of town.
The town was searching for a new identity once the town's main employer, Chatham Manufacturing, went out of business.
There was a committee, just volunteers, people in the town trying to get something started.
An idea that a community could find a new identity, changing from a mill town to a trail town.
Elkin is such a great example of a community and local folks that really buy into the trail.
Downtown, they had welcome MST painted on the curb. But what a great way for a town to breathe life into a town is actually make it something healthy, something intergenerational.
It's a trail that not only changes people and towns, but also itself.
It's changing and shifting in small ways some years, bigger ways other years.
For us, this was a perfect hike for what we were looking for.
I'm looking forward to all the surprises that are coming my way.
As Thoreau said, into the woods I go, to lose my mind and find my soul.